I have a gentleman who his father convinced that the Quran has scientific science. And, they sent me an article, and the article about the meteor showers and how the Quran explained it perfectly. First of all, I want to be sure that my voice is coming good. Am I heard? I hope we don't have a problem with the internet. Is my voice clear? Or it's slow, it's not good? Let me know, please. All right, because I'm using a Bluetooth actually. So he is saying, actually, he said now, my dad, he can listen to you, please, because he have work to do. And he said that his father is an ambassador. He's an ambassador, but I'm not going to say which country. And he is very much convinced and trying to convince his son to stay as a Muslim. And the father is very convinced that I am wrong. So I said, okay, we will have a deal. If this article is accurate, which they send me, you stay as a Muslim. And if it's not, your father have to apologize for being ignorant. It doesn't matter what is your position. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you are ignorant, you are ignorant, correct? So being ignorant doesn't make you, this is not an excuse if you study law. Is my voice coming? It says no data. I don't know, something wrong with the internet. Yeah. So if you are ignorant, doesn't make, you cannot say I am ignorant, I do not know. And that's why I'm saying stupid things or being silly. Now, I'm not insulting the person. I'm just saying ignorance is ignorance. Now, we go to the article, and this is the article they sent me. Let us show it to you. Again, it wasn't scheduled for now, but he said this is the time he is watching now. And he confirmed that as we speak. Meteorites, astronomy advance. All right. Burn in atmosphere. Okay, let us read the presentation of the article. Let us see if this is false or true. And when we say false or true, we are talking about the claim about the Quran, not some scientific things they will say. 1,400 years ago, people believed that the object field intact. Nobody believed that the fading object can turn into ash. Today, we know this is false. All right. And this is a picture supposedly of meteor. It looked like for me like a Gaza war. But anyway, meteor burn up when they hit the Earth atmosphere. Why does not the space shuttle? Meteor, here they will read for you things as like, I'm not going to discuss those things because you can read them, take your time. What we will discuss is if the Quran is saying what they are saying. So you take your time and you can read it. So now they are presenting for you supporting some scientific issues, or let us say facts, as they call it. And they say those things is coming in the Quran. So our duty is to check if this is really what the Quran say or not. As simple as that. Then we continue, says, in the air, front of it compress incredibly quickly. When the gas compressed, temperature rises that causes the meteor to heat up and much that it glow. The air burn the meteor until there is nothing left. First of all, this is false. Many meteor, they come down and nothing left. As an example, the black stone, which is in the Kaaba. So what do you see? Nothing left. So this is number one. Here you notice, by the way, how suddenly meteor come down to ground and nothing left. Do you notice? Nothing left. But we have millions of rocks on the top of the earth, if not billions. They are nothing but meteor. And they are left. Nothing left means nothing left. So here, this is the first number one false statement. And then it says here, how does stuff work? But anyway, let's go to the verse of the Quran. Chapter 52, verse number 44. Even if they were to see lamps of the sky falling down, they would say, a mess of a cloud. In order to go and read the verses, always on a Muhammadan, he quote for you something. Don't take what they say for granted. And I hope the father of the gentleman watching, he will not be upset for us saying every Muslim is a liar until he proves the opposite. There's one of two. Either he is a liar or he is ignorant. Choose one. Maybe in the case of our gentleman here, he is just an ignorant. This is the verse they are talking about, chapter 52, verse number 44. If we read the translation here, it says, even if they were to see lamps of the sky failing, they would say a mess of a cloud. But do you see what the Quran is saying? The Quran is saying lamps. Lamps simply, this is the Muslim translation, lamps is the stars. Stars, is that a meteor? Same time, who is the one who say a mess of a cloud? Them. And now where is that? Where it is burned, where it is destroyed? Nothing there. Nothing in the verse about it. Let us go back to the article. So we saw the verse, and now we go to the article to see. We can read the verse before it, the verse after it. So the verse actually here, the chapter, old chapter, is making bullying those who don't want to believe. Like, are you the one who create? Were you the create out of nothing? Or are you the creator? But if this is the case, well, Jesus is the creator in the Quran. He created from the mud bird, as the Quran says. So if this is the reason, well, doesn't make sense, because there is others than God, supposedly in Islam, they are creators. If the Muslims say that by permission of Allah, doesn't matter. He is a creator. Are they the one who created the sky? Do they have the treasure of God? What the treasure of God? According to the Quran, Allah, He have warehouse of gold and silver, warehouse of ice and snow. And this is all taken from a book. It's called the Book of Enoch, but not the one in the Bible. The Book of Enoch, which is the false one. So it's a chapter. And here it says, even if they say, the stars coming down, fading down, they will say it's nothing but a mist of a cloud. Okay, we go back to the verse now. How that is about science. Let us see. They would think that they are a cloud because their ash look like a cloud. What? It's them who say that. You see the fabrication? They would think. This is what the Quran is saying. Listen. Is this a miracle from the Quran, or this is the people who don't believe saying that? So look what they say. They would think that they are a cloud because their ashes look like cloud. Where is the word ashes? And where it says look like a cloud, that ashes. Same time, if it is them saying that, those are disbelievers, not Allah. So let's say I am the enemy of Islam. You say to me, lamps falling down. I say this is ash. Now you claim that Allah is the one who said that? Are you with me, guys? Just to show you the hypocrisy and how they switch things upside down. This is a bashing statement. He is bashing those who they are, not Muslims, don't want to believe. If they were to see lamps, so what the God of the Quran making the statement that the lamps fell down, which is false. The one falling down are not lamps. If we go and check in the Quran, we will find that Allah created lamps, and the sun is one of them. So here you see how they make what the enemy of Islam saying as if it's a miracle from the Quran, when Allah trying to refute them. Allah is saying supposedly, look how they lie. I made lamps fall down. They say nothing. This is mess of a cloud. The Abdul, they take what the anti-Islam said, claiming that the Quran is saying that. Are you with me? Are you with me? No. Doesn't matter who it makes sense or not. Who is the one who says mess of a cloud? Those are the enemies of Islam. So if this is what they are talking about, obviously, this is ash. They are the ones saying, according to the Muslim translation, they say this is nothing but ash. So how the kuffar knew it's ash and Allah claimed it's lamp? You see how the verse is the opposite. The enemy of Allah saying this is a mass of ash. Read carefully. This is not my translation. I'm using their translation. They would think that they are a cloud because their ash look like a cloud. This is not what the verse saying. The verse saying they say this is nothing but a mist of a cloud. The Quran says those are lamps. The Quran is not saying this is their answer. Same time, if we continue, look at the pictures. How could a literate man who lived 1400 years ago have known a meteorite turn into cloud like ash? Can you believe it? It is the enemy of Islam saying that, not Allah. So suddenly, it is the enemy of Allah, Allah. When the verse is about, they are liars. You know, if you go and read the interpretation for this verse, which chapter is one? Read with me carefully. Chapter 52, verse number 44. Just to show you how they lie. They love to lie. And we are not done, by the way, explaining this verse. Just wait. We just started. 52:44. All right. This is the Muslim scholars, this is the Christian Prince interpretation. And we will go with whatever they say. And you will see they are bashing. This is Tafsir ibn Abbas. If the disbeliever of Mecca were to see a fragment of heaven failing, they would say a heap of a cloud because of their denial. So what the Quran is saying they are in denial. This is not what's happening. Are you with me? Guys, do you see what I'm talking about? So what the Quran is saying, they are liars. And now they are making it Allah saying that, when the fact it is Allah is bashing them for saying that. Saying that they are in denial and they are a bunch of liars. So what the Muhammadan they do, they took the verse claiming now the one is saying it is ash, it's Allah. And by the way, there's nowhere the word ash appear, but we will go with it, no problem. But do you see how stupid those things are? How they took what the enemy of Allah is saying and suddenly they make it about Allah saying it. And as you see Allah making fun of them, supposedly saying they are in denial. So which means they are fooled, they are stupid. This is not what's happening. They are lamps. You will see here is claiming fragment of the heaven failing. Is it really what is happening? Meteor is a fragment of the heaven? Now we are not done. Let us continue. Are we? Because as long as Allah He knew about meteor and what meteor, then how the Quran, how the Muslim can explain that to us? Read with me carefully. Let us go to the different verse. According to the Quran, meteor are lamps which Allah, He, which means they are stars, not meteor really. They are stars. Allah decorated the sky with it. Let us zoom for you so you can see better. When we have adorned the lower heaven with lanterns, for any translation, and made them missiles against the devil, and we have prepared for them a punishment of a blaze. So the Quran explained that the one is falling down, they are stars, they are lamps, as you see. They are shiny lamps, they are source of light, like the sun. And those are the one you see falling down. Those are missiles Allah He shot the devil with it. Do you see the science? I mean, this is obviously scientifically accurate. And if you don't like this translation, we can change. I mean, we do not need to be stuck with one translation. This is Hilali and Khan. You can choose any stupid translation because at the end of the day, all of them they lie. The best way to understand the stupid Quran is to read in Arabic, and then it's going to be more funny. And we have adorned the lower heaven with lamps. So where is, according to the Quran, where is the lamps located? Only in the lower heaven. In the same website, they make the lower heaven is the atmosphere. But this is where the stars are. You see how they lie? And then, why Allah is sending them down? Because He is chasing Shaitan. But what does that mean? What Shaitan? I mean, what Shaitan? Shaitan is in the earth. Why Allah want to shoot Shaitan if he is in the earth? No. According to the science of Muhammad, Shaitan, he tried to spy at Allah. So he climbed up to heaven. But before he get in, Allah shoot his ass by a lamp. Chapter 15, verse number 18 as an example, not limited. It says here, we have set heaven constellations and who is the translator here? Arbery? Okay. They use weird words. Anyway, constellation and decked them out fair to beholder. So according to the Quran, the sky have stars and those are decoration, which is false because most of the stars in the sky we don't see. What we see by eyes is just little number of what is massive as number. So according to the Quran, they are decoration. Then, and guarded them. Guarded who? Not the earth, the sky. You see, the Muslim, they will make it about what atmosphere. But as you see, guarded them going back to the sky, the heaven. So the heaven is guarded, not the earth. So this is opposite direction of penetration. It's not the meteor coming from the heaven to the earth. It's the opposite. So now, the meteor now will be sent by Allah as a defense against who? Against Shaitan, who is coming to steal information and listen to Allah. So as soon Shaitan, he come to listen and to spy at Allah, Allah showed him by a lamp. Isn't it? This is absolutely scientifically accurate. So if there are ashes, as they say, well, are you shooting them with ashes? Remember, Shaitan will be shot before he leave the earth, not after he leave the atmosphere, because if he leave the atmosphere, he's out already. So before he leave the earth, Allah will shoot him, and this is supposedly science. And by the way, the verse after it says Allah He made the earth flat, but the Muslim translation try to make it nice. Look, and the earth we stretch it forth. In fact, in Arabic it says مددناها وألقينا فيها رواسي, and the earth we make it madda. Madda is carved. So we are not done. Are we done? No, we are not. There is more. We go in the Quran. There's tons of verses about those stupid things. Endless. This one we mentioned already, chapter 65, verse number 5. But here you will see that the lower heaven, we adorned the lower heaven with lamps and made those lamps as missiles to chase the shaitan. Then Allah, He made it change. In chapter 37, verse number 10, Shaitan, he was able, not because some Shaitan, they are very smart and they are very educated, they are hackers. Here you see, and a preserve. See here we have adorned the lower heaven with adornment of stars. So now we confirm those are stars. And preserved against every rebel Shaitan. There's a Shaitan who is a rebel, there's a Shaitan who is not. According to the stupid Quran, there's a good Shaitan from good family, he is not rebel. But there's Shaitan who they are rebel. They listen not to the high counsel. Okay. And for they are pelted from every side. So now they try to listen to Allah, spy at Allah, but they cannot. Why? Because if even one of them, he was able and succeed to go through Allah, if one of them, except such as snatches, there is a shaitan, they snatch information from Allah. They are so fast. Like Allah is writing, the shaitan, and he snatched the information from the hand of Allah. And he go back to earth. To do what with it? To tell the fortune teller the information. And here now we see how scientific Islam is. This is absolutely scientific. So except such as snatches a fragment, and he pursued by piercing flame. So the shaitan who snatches information from Allah, spying at Allah, Allah right away he got his gun machine. Maybe he have Uzi from Israel, and because you don't want to buy something made in Turkey, is going to shoot backward. So except such as snatches fragment, and he pursued by the piercing flame. You know what? I'm going to read the interpretation for this verse because I want you to see what it means. Because maybe Christian Prince making things up. Maybe this is not what it says. So this is chapter 37, verse number 10. 37, we go here. This is the official Islamic website of Jordan. As you see, everything I'm showing is not my words. This is how Muslims understand it for centuries, and this is how Muhammad told them. And the Muslim keep claiming that Islam is a preserved religion, and whatever Muhammad said is written there. And who knows the Quran better than Muhammad? Are you kidding me? Don't tell me Joe Biden, he does. You know the thing. So this is the verse, and this is the interpretation. Save him. Save him who? Shaitan. There's a shaitan. So there's many shaitan that try to get in, but they cannot. Because Allah, showed them before. But there is some shaitan, they are so fast. That's why it says, khatif al-khatfa. Khatif like snatch. Fast. So save him who snatches a fragment. Save him who snatches a little of words. What they are snatching? Hey people, what they are snatching? A little of words of the angels. Can you believe it? What? They snatch a little of words from the angels? Are you sure? Then what happened? There, as soon as he does that, Allah showed him by Shihab, and the word Shihab here is a meteor. But this meteor go through the shaitan, like a bullet. So this is the science of the Quran. Is that why we have meteor? Because Allah is guarding the sky from shaitan trying to steal information. And as soon he tried to, and he snatched some words. He snatched what? What do you mean they snatch words? So Muhammad now here, by the way, he is trying to explain how the fortune tellers, they work. Fortune teller, and by the way, some Christians, they believe in those garbage stuff. Not in the Quran. I mean, they believe in the fortune teller. They are, they receive information, blah, blah, blah. Fortune teller is just a scam. Most of you go there, you take an appointment. 99% of people in this time, they have Instagram, Facebook, etc. They search you. They find what you ate yesterday. By the way, I have a feeling that you have a pain. Yeah, actually, yeah. How you know? Um, I cannot tell you really. Shaitan told me. It's not from your Facebook. You post yesterday, hey guys, my stomach hurting. You post the day before, I think it's a cancer.